Hello, Animation Guy here with another Yu-Gi-Oh video. In this video, I had a 52-minute duel. I summarized it to the last 10 minutes. Let me explain. But before that explanation, my anime recommendation is Burn the Witch on Crunchyroll. I'm not sponsored by Crunchyroll, but it's an interesting little series that I hope you'll all like. First off, this match started out pretty sneaky. My opponent had played a series of different cards that led me to believe it was a different kind of deck. Next thing I know, my opponent brings out Relinquish. Now, Relinquish is an old school card that allowed it to snatch up an opponent's face down defense or face up defense or attack monster and use it as an equip card. Now if it's face down, it gets no bonuses, but if it's face up, it becomes the attack power of Relinquish. It's an old school card, and the only limit to how many creatures it can snatch up is the availability of spell and trap zones. Yes, it can literally grab 5 of your monsters and use them as equip cards. However, it don't end there. Relinquish can't be defeated by battle. It can probably be destroyed by effect. Or face down and noble it. Anything to get it out of the way. But on top of that, my opponent was bringing out Thousand Eyes Idol, which allowed my opponent to look at my hand as I draw cards. So my opponent knows everything I've got, what I'm setting, what I'm playing, and whatnot, and probably setting up for ways to counter it. I'm not sure if it's in this portion of the video, but at one point, my opponent had looked at what I had, and it was a Quaking Mirror Force, which would have worked against these Idol and Thousand Eye sets. But my opponent knew what it was, and immediately changed the key cards to defense position, where Quaking Mirror Force would have done nothing to it. Now, this is not a complaint. I'm honestly impressed with this deck. It's strong, too strong, versus my deck. I couldn't do anything for 52 minutes. To my opponent, Sayori, if we come across each other again in duels, please don't play this deck against me. It's frightening. The eyes are everywhere. Anyways, thanks for the duel. I enjoyed it, even though I lost horribly. And Sayori, that is a powerful setup. Way to go. I can't remember the name of it, but the center card, the fusion, had the ability to negate effects as they're activated and steal the card as equip, much like Relinquish did with any monster. If you have an effect monster, Sayori carries a card in hand that allows that fusion monster to snatch up any monster I have on the field. So I couldn't play a monster. I couldn't get the appropriate spells and traps up to end the reign of the terrifying eyes. I just pray if you play this game, you don't end up having to face a deck as powerful as this. And there you have it, my inevitable defeat. I could not do anything for a majority of that duel. I stopped a couple of the initials, but after that, it all cascaded downhill. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, comment, and share. Every little bit helps. Hoping for your support. Until next video, play with heart.